Welcome to Therapy Facts with Dr. Jenn. We are talking today about the therapy facts gleaned from the Kountry Wayne Shannon Sharp interview at Club Shay Shay. Point number 5 is work toward being the best version of yourself. So, Kountry Wayne talked about how he evolved in his life from as a father, how he evolved professionally, and how he is continuing to evolve in both of those sectors, and how he also has evolved socially and as a community member. So he shared how he has evolved, and he's constantly trying to evolve. He has more that he wants to achieve. So a lot of times people come to therapy because they feel a level of discontent about who they are. They often find it very difficult to take responsibility for who they are and who they want to be. And so they may cite that their decisions have been based on what was expected of them as a child, an adult child, as a parent, as a in a particular career, and they may say, well, that my life is constrained because of all of these different factors. And so what we see from Kountry Wayne in his discussion is that he had plenty of constraints, but he did not allow those constraints to put him in the position where he was stuck. And he continues to take one step at a time to evolve and continue to evolve into the person that he wants to be, the best version of the person that he wants to be. What is clear about the evolution into the best person, the best version of oneself, is that it is not a destination. It is something that you will be working towards for your whole life. So, when people come to therapy and they feel like they're stuck and they feel like they have no agency, no ability to move themselves from point A to point B, that's where we start. We start with the awareness and the discussion of the fact that we have the ability to move ourselves wherever we want to be. Now, is that easier said than done? Of course it is. However, the point of me doing these therapy points from different people, and the point of even having role models in our own lives, is to be able to see that if one human being has done the thing that you want to do, then you certainly can. You can certainly start by using that person as a role model and using the steps they took as those steps make sense to you. However, we also know that humans quite frequently do things that they have never seen other humans do. However, being a fan of the easy button, I always say, let's just start by finding something or someone who has done something that you want to do. The other step in figuring out who has done what a person actually wants to do is being able to, again, grieve whatever the journey was to becoming stuck. People don't get stuck overnight. People usually get stuck on the way from point A to point B, where point B is where they thought they wanted to go, or point B is where they were encouraged to go, and maybe that point B was their easy button as well. And so there's typically some sort of effort and energy put into getting to the place where one is stuck. And so being able to mourn that process, and then again, like we do with mistakes, mourn it so that we can then benefit from the journey to getting stuck. Because if you took a journey and it landed you to a place that you got stuck, then that means you have a skill set to pivot ever so slightly in many cases, but as much as necessary in other cases in order to get to the point that you actually prefer to be. And so there is no wasted effort in this journey of life, especially when that effort is intended to be positive, when it is intended to get us somewhere that we prefer in order to have a positive impact on the people around us. And so even if we get somewhere and we realize, oh, I hate this, then we can use those same skills to get to somewhere where we can say, ah, now this is my jam. Okay? So take the journey, the continuous journey to work toward being the best version of yourself.